Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Trina, and in today's video, it is part 2 of what we have been doing yesterday, the throwing away of old journals and notebooks that or in yesterday's case, sketchbooks that no longer hold value and is like just taking up space. So what we're going to be tackling today are like old notebooks and journals of mine back in like 2020 and below that I'm like looking to possibly discard, recycle, or like reuse in a way. So I was debating actually. So as you're seeing this, it is like the next day, like when you saw me throwing my sketchbooks away. But for me, it has already been a week, and I was debating whether or not I was going to show the whole like box wherein I have placed all of like my journals and notebooks from 2014 to the present day. But I decided not to because it's going to be a very long video, so I'm going to have a separate video of that in the future, not in this vlogmas, but maybe someday when I collected over like 50 or more used journals. So we're going to have like a used journal video, but for today I'm just going to show you all of the ones that I find that I don't really need, or like explain to you the thought processes of what I want in a notebook. And yeah, it has been a week, so I'm going to just put up a photo here of the before. That is like the whole box that I have full of used notebooks, and it's not organized in like the numbered. I number my notebooks from 1 to like 23 now probably, and it's not organized yet, but I will present a photo of the after later in the video once we finish talking. So here are the ones that I am like deciding on whether or not to keep. Because these are like the miscellaneous notebooks, the monthly calendars, and like some experimental stuff that I have been doing over the past few years. Some of these notebooks are actually brittle and like very the faux leather breaking off. I just want to discard those as early as I can so that we don't really need to like clean up a bunch. And I will probably take off like this faux tabletop fur that I am using in case something breaks off, because I think something is like, one of the notebooks is like peeling off. So I'll be right back. So I'm placing everything to the side here, and I'll just take out one at a time or a few at a time. This first one is actually like their 2020. It's like a knockoff of the Hobonichi Weeks. It's like smaller. This I actually am like, I did regret buying this. It is a Slim Diary week to view. Weekly view supposed to be, and this came in a 2-pack, but when I opened the packaging, so I bought this like in a local stationery shop, and I thought that it would be cute. 2020, this was even before of course what happened, and I was planning to use this as my work journal because I was still working at the time. And it ended up like, when I opened the packaging, it smelled so bad, like it smelled of like old glue. And the other one that I have here of this one was, I forgot what color it was, but I think it was like gray or something sparkly, and it smelled so bad, so I had to like dispose of it, and I didn't even get to use it so much because it smelled like old glue. And for this one, which didn't smell that bad, I made this into a gratitude journal just for the sake of using it. And yeah, I don't really find that I need to keep this, to be perfectly honest. I don't do gratitude journaling anymore than I used to do. So what I'm going to do with this actually is to take off these stickers. I still want these. So if this doesn't peel off, like the cat sticker one, because this can peel off. I know this could peel off. But this one, if it doesn't, I'll just have to like cut it off from the cover. And this is going to go to like the shredder because I don't want other people reading my like old gratitude entries. I'm going to pull a bit, like here are all of the date books that I have been using in the past. I really love these like monthly schedule books or planners. As you can see, I have a bunch of them. Do I have? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I have a bunch of these daily planner situations. Some of this I'm not going to throw away. I just want to show you like the evolution of how I use this. So the earliest one is 2016. I think 2020, 2019. I do have two 2020s. I realized 2017, I believe, is my friend gave me one, but I don't know where it is anymore. But this is like, I'm checking to see if there are like names, or like rather email address, because back in 2016 I was still in college and I just do this. These are like my habit trackers. Like I do have stars for, I don't know what the stars are for anymore. I don't know if I've written it in here or something, but I'm very much careful because there might be passwords here that I have to rip off. But this is how I did it, like habit tracker, like birthdays, whenever we have quizzes. Of course, this is like a college day or like monthly planner. So I do have these, like all of my savings, all of my spendings, when certain stuff happens. Oh, there it is. Like green stars are no spend. The purple one is for the list challenge. I believe I was doing like a certain monthly challenge and also a book challenge. So these are the prompts, and I think I post them on my old Instagram account. And so yeah, that's just basically how I used it. Very old college style of like keeping track. And that is 2016. As I said, I don't have 2017, so I'm checking if whether or not I have like stuff here, like names. Yep, I have passwords here. But this is when I graduated. This is the year when I graduated. This is like the month when I graduated. So I have just birthdays here, like crossing off all of the days. And also, I do track like themes for my bullet journal, like in a weekly setup basis here at the side. And yeah, so it's basically the same, like travel and such, birthdays. And then for 2020, I think this is like my work schedule sort of situation. So I do have like, I think this is like tracking weight for some reason. Is this like weight tracking? Oh, I see. So I quit my job around early March. As you can see, this is how I like track my schedule for when I log in and log out of the office. I do have like my schedule here or on whether or not I start to work for 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. when are my off days, and when I do my night shift, which is 11 to 7 a.m. And sometimes I also do like 12-hour work shifts. I work at the hospital, so there are like 7-hour work shift, so that's 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or sometimes 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. if it's night. So I just keep track on when I logged in and logged out for the day, because sometimes there are cases wherein we do make mistakes on whether or not we have timed in on like the automated login machine. And I did make that mistake, like I logged in twice, so that's why I would rather keep track of it in here. This is when I started working for the hospital, so I have a lot of doodles here and drawings from of course 2019. And I do have like the same thing, like how I do my schedules and such, and also decorated a bit. This is like before I started in April, so it's very colorful. And this is like the memory that I would want to keep, because this is like the first full like half probably of the year that I was working. And these are more of the, what do you call this, decorating. So I also love doing this. My best friend knows this. I really enjoyed like it's like a 1 word a day sort of spread for the monthlies. I actually don't know if I have like flipped through this in the past in my channel, but I really enjoyed doing this. I actually missed doing this this year. I also like drew like Dazai and Chuya here because Bungo Stray Dogs. So I really miss this actually, now that I'm looking at this. And I also have like monthly highlights. I don't know why I didn't write any more here, which is kind of sad, but it's like a rainbow spread of like highlights and such. And I don't think that there's any here. I did buy these 2 like day planners in Daiso. I do like this pattern, so I will probably like chop some of these covers just to make like my spreads and such. I could use them as deco still. Then we have here, this is something that I also won't be throwing away. This was a gift from my best friend, and this had a like a faux leather cover, and I threw that faux leather cover away because it was cracking. It was like all over the place. And I will show you another one with another similar situation later, because I have another one here. And this is like the very adorable size that I would want my notebooks to be in. So this is like a similar situation. This is also 2019, and this is an undated, and just similar to this one, I guess. Since I was like doing my schedules for my work in this one, I did my 1 word a day decorating in this one. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else here other than, oh, these are like specific special moments. And I really would have wanted to use another one of this type, because look at this. I did basically not do anything else in this notebook because it was like wrong place, wrong time. But me of today, if only I have this notebook again, I would have like made it as a one notebook challenge sort of situation, because this has almost everything that I need, like a monthly area, a daily area, as well as free notes at the back wherein I can put my collections in. So if I come across another of this notebook style, just not the full leather cover, I would want to repurchase this. Next we have here is my December daily. I'm just going to show this. It is like the spirit of like Vlogmas as well. Wanted to make an album out of it. So I'm just going to quickly flip through this. To be completely honest, I don't really remember what happened here, but this is like the early days of my collaging and journaling, like all out collaging and journaling. So it's quite fun. Oh, is this when I came back to like full-time? Yeah, this is when I came back full-time to Genshin. Well, that's fun. I also drew Chuya here. I really like this drawing. Christmas gifts, best friend's call, AR25. Oh my god, it has been like 3 years indeed. This is my best friend. I drew, like, this is the character that I created for my best friend, like the face, and then I outfitted her as like Maka Albarn because her favorite anime is Soul Eater, and this was her birthday, and I drew this. I put this in my journal, but I took a photo of this and gave her a copy. And okay, I think I'm going to like grab this photo and show it to her because it's been a long time. Hot cocoa peppermint. Wait, what? Unlucky rolls from unlucky events. What happened? Well, apparently I broke a plate or something. Okay, New Year's resolutions. I'm going to read some of these later probably. And yeah, that is like December Daily Notebook 2020. I'm also going to keep this. So some of them actually here I am going to keep. I'm showing you all of the notebooks that I am going to keep. And this one, this is a small notebook that I created to become like a Fobonichi. So during 2019 is when I started with like the Fobonichi situation wherein you use one page of a notebook per day. And since I was still working during this time, I wanted to see if whether or not I'm able to keep up with a daily page sort of situation. So this was actually the very beginning of like me journaling and drawing. And oh yeah, I also have like notes here of like an old planning of ours with my best friend of like creating a shop. I'm browsing through all of these notebooks like, oh my gosh, so long ago. Here we are. I'm going to slowly just flip through this. This is quite fun. I still have a bunch of like creative force within me. This is when I really practiced like my character, my original character. So I outfitted her in the same outfit I was wearing for like work because I didn't, what? So there are some that I skipped. It was like, I always see this as like very busy. Well, there are days that I actually skipped. Or like I didn't continue. Oh, I didn't continue with all of the rest. So yeah, just a little bit of like a work journal situation and a lot of doodling and drawing. So that's like my very first Fobonichi, which eventually turned into my 365 journal for like the present day. I have this. I don't know what to do with this. This is like breaking apart. It's a Pokemon notebook that I found just like in a toy shop. I do have drawings here. So this is like scratch paper sort of situation. So I probably will use like all of these pages that are left and then chuck the rest. This one. This one is my cash book. Like I used to be very like tracking all of like expenses and such. I'm not going to show because it does have like salaries and like names and amounts in here, but this is the layout inside. I don't really need the information that I have here anymore because this is like the no spend tracking situation. So what I'm going to do actually, this is like a very fall time vibe of like the cover. So I'm going to strip the cover and then just toss the insides. And then I'm going to pull this out. This is what I am saying about fake leather. So if you have the option to like have better quality like leather options and not go for the fake ones, then please do it, because this is like a chore to clean up. But this was just like a freebie, so it's not me to complain. But this is 2017, still in college, my junior year in college, and this is probably, oh dear, oh okay, this has turned into like scratch paper. Like whenever, because some of my professors like do their lessons very quickly, so what I as you can see, whatever their notes are on the board, I just chicken scratch my way here and then transfer it to like a better looking notebook. And then there are some here that are schedules. I do scratch work here for like solving problems. And then some of them here are like my speech for like speech class, like notes and such. And like notes and such, as well as scheduling. It's quite a lot, but of course I'm not keeping this because look at this mess. Oh dear. I think I'm just going to chuck this already in the bin before it makes even more of a mess. Hold on a sec. Well, after that cleaning intermission, we proceed to the next one. I do have my old high school notebook. Why do I even have this? But it still has a few pages left here, so I might just make this like a list notebook. Like, look at my old notes. Like old math notes from high school. So I will probably just use the pages that are left here and chuck the rest. And then we have here a Starbucks. Oh dear, there's still more gunk. No, it's staining my table actually. Anyway, very chaotic moment here. But I have a Starbucks notebook here that I'm going to like recycle as well. Just want to show you guys this. This was when I was still doing a like, what year is this? 2016, or oops, is it 2016 or 2015? So either way, this is like sophomore year in college, and I do a lot of these like lettering. This was like the lettering before I even know what lettering is. And then whenever there is like a activity that we needed to do, I write it on a sticky note and then put it there. So whatever is on the top is the most recent one that we need to do. So I just made it like a hodgepodge here. It's quite a fun activity for me. So this is 2015. Like a bunch of stuff. Just like, I'm going to do this quickly because these are just like scheduling for like my school. And there's nothing really here except like these stickers when I started using stickers. And yeah, that's it. There's nothing much. Sometimes I do like look at my old like designs and like, what am I doing? Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Yeah, so that's 2015 journal. I will strip some of the pages in here that I could still use for our spreads as always. Then we have last here are the health journals, personal development journals. I don't know why I was so obsessed with like health journals when I was younger. These are like weight check-ins, meal tracking. I don't want to show the inside because there are like journalings, there's like period tracking, step counter. Maybe you could show like a step counter. Like step tracking on the other side is like a sickness tracker, so it's like very TMI, so I'm like not going to show that. So all of these are like, what are the personal development journal? Oh, this is also a health journal. So all of these are like tracking weight, steps, food intake, tracking of like sickness and like symptoms, and all of other stuff that I don't. Why do I like use a bunch of these? Oh, this is not a health tracker, but rather, okay, I can flip through this one actually. This is a old book journal. So I am very happy to actually see this. This is like 2015 books, and these are the ones that I like just keep track of. This is how I did it when I was younger. So okay, I don't know if this is like, did I read this in like January 1, or did I like get this in what happened? Like, it's like impossible for me this is not impossible because it's like 39 clues, so it's like very fast to read. However, it's like, because I don't know what's happening here. because I have like, for example, Landline and the Maze of Bones. It's like impossible for me to be reading this on like one sitting. I have no idea. Or like, what is happening? I don't really understand because I have not read City of Bones, so why is it here? So is this like a log of all of like the books that I have not read yet? I don't know. I don't recall. This is how I put my book review pages, I guess. Book title, date read, author, year published, genre, then a little bit of the plot, favorite characters, and favorite quote, and then the rating here at the bottom. Just gonna flip through this. Did I read City of Bones? Why do I not remember? So I guess we're like discovering stuff here. Also, these are lost files. That's why it's like very quick to read. Like 100 pages or less. Man, I devour books quite fast when I was younger. I'm looking at this now and like I don't remember any of these, to be perfectly honest. And I'm also looking at like my penmanship, and like I do have like big, very big penmanship back in like college days. I do have smaller penmanship now because I have more control. What are these books? I don't recall. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm covering like the ratings at the bottom. It's like I'm seeing The Magician, and then I rated it at 5-star. I do have a book of this, but I've already sold it, and like the people were messaging like, thank you for selling your copy. I was looking for this for so long, and I was like, yeah, take care of it because I really love that book. Sphere. The name of this book is A Secret, or the name of this book is Secret. I really love this series. Actually, I do recall like loving this. And that's it. That's for like the reading. What is this? TBR. I think, oh geez, Laura Light Runner was like my old bookstagram. Oh dear. Well, it's 2015. It was like the Maze Runner, and also like the I Am Number 4. So that's probably why. I have read Fangirl, I believe. Heels versus Vespers, I also did. The Sorceress, of course, I did. I finished all of the Secrets of Immortal Nicholas Fleming. I have not read Pride and Prejudice yet at all. So yeah, that's just a little reading journal here we have. I don't know if I'm going to keep this, but it's like a funny thing actually to be keeping this. So I might probably keep this just for like the mini memories. I could still hold on to one more notebook, I guess. So yeah, I will be showing this picture of like the after me reorganizing my box. See, there are still a lot of space left after like removing some of these notebooks, and I'm very happy actually now that it's like all nice and organized. I could like put more of like my 2021 and 2022 journals in there now because I do have like a separate box for like my more recent ones because it can't get in. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoy. It is quite a chaotic video as always, and for some reason this like set of notebooks I don't really care for. That's why it's like very easy to like dispose of. But I did like watch some or like a few videos wherein it is okay, like for example us who like journal and uses our notebook for like purposes of memory keeping. It is very hard to like let go of notebooks, and I don't really have a good example for that because these notebooks I don't really care for. But if you really care for your notebooks that much and have like a sentimental value to it, like letting them go is very much difficult. So if you have the space, then that's fine, but if you don't have the space, then slowly ease into it, I guess. I am also slowly easing into like discarding some that inside those notebooks may not be like the most positive thing that you are writing in. Like for example, it's like a time in your life wherein you are just like very angry, very negative, and sometimes all of those negative feelings are like still inside of your notebooks and still like it's still manifesting anger and resentment inside those words. So it's like better to just let go of those. And yeah, thank you so much again, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. So until then guys, I hope you enjoy Vlogmas so far, and so take care and